they were out to get me. They thought I was after their chicks. I was nowhere near their chicks, but they were fucking all over me. It was on the Sunshine Coast in a field. It sucked.
Bunch of jealous fucks.
I won't be recommending them in my North Shore Homes magazine. Actually,
nope.
when I left Vancouver, I stopped for A&W, and a bunch of geese were fucking just right up on me. Like, of course, it's downtown Vancouver, so everyone's like, "Can I have some? Can I have some?" And you fucking can't even see the geese are all over you. I had to share my onion rings. There was like hundreds of them. They wouldn't fucking leave me alone. They didn't bite me or anything, but they weren't going away until they got some onion ring action.
Fucking greedy little bastards. Oh, it's funny.
The only, so that sucks. Wilford Brimley, boo.
Yeah,
I'll let you keep going.
Okay.
Because I got nothing interesting.
Well, one of the big news that's going on right now is the SpaceX capsule. And the NASA crew has made its first splashdown in 45 years.
That's actually moderately cool.
That is actually pretty awesome. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so they splashed down, hit the water, and the boat was onto it to pick them up right away. So they're back. Congratulations, guys. Way to go. My big question is how long until it gets proven that they both have COVID?
Yeah.
Because they're trapped in this close area next to each other.
Well, you don't just develop COVID.
Well, apparently you do, because according to the way the fucking news is saying how everything happened.
Yeah, right?
It just appears two people get close to each other, COVID shows up.
Well, since you brought it up, it also appears that the antibodies that you generate from having it can disappear in as little as 3 months. So it's like you never had it. So you can go ahead and just have it again if you want.
Really? When did that come out?
Yeah, and it's they're now worried that a vaccine won't work. Or if they do vaccinate, it would only be good for 3 months. So it could be back to the drawing board on the vaccination front. Or they're just making that shit up.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's ironic that you mentioned that because Russia plans to mass vaccination campaign for October.
Cool.
They say they're going to have their vaccine up and ready. Meanwhile, every other country on the planet is like, well, once the vaccine becomes available, how are we going to get it? Like, well, we're going to start working on how we're going to distribute it to make sure it's possible. And Russia's like, we're just going to give it to everybody in Russia. Fuck you guys.
Yep.
We're doing our own. Yeah.
And they won't share. Well, they'll give it to everyone in Russia first, and then they might share.
Oh, they probably still won't share.
Nah, I'll just be like, I'm out. Sorry, he got my last one.
Yep. I just took it this morning. I'm sorry.
Cool. I would like that if he did that. I'd like it if he just did that, like Putin thing, and just said, no, make your own vaccine.
Yeah. You didn't want nothing from me? I want nothing from you. Fuck you. $10 million per vaccine.
Yeah, I could see him doing that. Whatever. We'll send Sylvester Stallone over there and beat up one of their boxers. That's how it always works.
That is.
Speaking of Russia and Rocky, I'm guesting on another podcast next Thursday, I believe it is. They want to speak to someone not in America about American foreign relations. And I said, I might have an opinion or two.
I just might know something about that. Cool.
If I can work out the timing. They record quite early and I'll be back to work, so it may not work out, but I'm trying to work it out for them because they're begging to have us. One of us.
Oh, man. So this next one I am pretty much just I'm going to describe to you because, A, I've seen the entire video and everything about this is just stupid. A bunch of protests have erupted over in, what the fuck's the town called? Roxborough, North Carolina, because police shot and killed a black man on Friday. Well, they released the video, and literally there's this black guy walking down the side of the street with a sawed-off fucking shotgun. The cops roll up in front of him, and they say, "Put down the weapon, we want to talk to you." And the guy mouths something, you don't know what he says, and the cops start yelling, put down the fucking gun, and the guy raises the gun and aims it at the cops. So the cops shot him, and he dropped. And the funniest thing is I'm like, literally, they're talking to the victim's cousin, and he's like, and this is a quote. He goes, "He walked the road every day. He don't bother nobody. He don't start no trouble or nothing. He probably had one of those guns he had on his chest. It was visible. He wouldn't hurt nobody, though." He pointed a sawed-off shotgun at 2 cops.
Yeah, you're going to get shot. Whether you're going to hurt somebody or not, you're going to get shot doing that.
Like, you don't protest about that. You admit the guy was a fucking idiot, and you move on. Like, that's it. That's as far as the whole thing should even go. The video, it's seconds long, because that's all you need to see is when the cop rolls up. The cops didn't have any of the vest cameras. There was just a dash cam camera, and you just see the guy just walking, and he just raises the gun up towards the fucking cops, and the cop shot him.
Well,
fucking morons.
You really shouldn't be shooting black people right now.
No.
Really, just don't do that. Like, you're the guy with COVID who goes to the mall to cool off. This shit's never gonna end if you keep doing it. I don't care. Roll up your window, drive away. Like, if the guy points a gun at you and you're in your car, fucking slam on the brakes, go the other direction. Stop shooting black people.
Yeah.
On the other hand, don't point guns at cops ever, especially not if you're black. What are you thinking?
I'm really disappointed with the fact that anybody would protest and freak out about this.
Oh, people will protest because it's another black man being shot. You got to quit doing that.
Stop burning the bullet.
Well, in this case, he kind of did, but again, you can't shoot black people. That's just the thing.
Yeah, that's just the thing.
Drive the other way. There's a bunch of ways you can get out of that situation.
Wait till he pulls the trigger. Hide in your vehicle and wait till he pulls the trigger.
Well, no,
it's a shot-off shotgun. That thing is going to spray and not get any direct aim, and you'll be fine in your vehicle.
Drive the other direction.
Yeah.
View up your window. Don't shoot the black guy.
You shoot my cousin in the street like a dog. We want justice.
Yeah. I'm with him. I'm taking their side.
We want justice. We want honesty. Well, then be honest with yourselves. He pointed a gun at a cop. Fuck you.
Bad idea.
That's just, like, accept your own responsibility. That's all you got to do.
But we don't know his side of it. We don't know what was said. Maybe he said, "Hey,
this will be great.
don't film this, but I'm going to point this at you and as a joke." Maybe he said, he's like, "Don't worry, it's not loaded. I just like to point it at stuff." And the cop was,
"I don't know how to point with my finger, so I'm just going to use my gun."
The cop was probably like, "You're going to die now, Blackie."
Blackie. Oh.
Who knows? We won't know until they're brought to justice.
He said that with a giggle.
Point guns. Like, come on. What are you doing? Like, I don't know. I guess if I was a black guy, I'd probably be walking around pointing a gun right now, too, at everybody.
And then you wonder why you'll get shot. So, yeah. So there's that. Just fucking stupidity. Speaking of protests, in Portland, which we all know right now is Portland has just become a lawless fucking land right now. It's insane what's going on there.
I think it's odd that I was planning a trip to Portland in March, and as soon as that fell through, the city descended into chaos.
Yeah. I actually think this is actually really all about the fact that Eric's not there.
I was going, and then I was like, no, I'm not going. Mostly because that girl stopped talking to me again. And then the city just erupted in violence. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I would come down if you'd calm the fuck down.
Yeah. Well, the protesters are now burning Bibles and American flags.
Good. We have way too many of both of those. Time to start liquidating some inventory. I like it.
Bible burning. I thought that the whole protesters were all about the Bible. Were they not, or no? I guess not. I guess they're against all that.
They're just against everything.
They're against everything. Doesn't matter what it is.
Nah, they're just protesters. What are you protesting? Things that aren't being protested.
What are you protesting? Protests.
What do you got? Yeah, that'd be a good one. We should hold that one.
I'm protesting protests.
Eric could go protest the protest. We'll just get out there and fucking protest the protests.
I bet you people would join though. I mean, that's how fucking stupid this shit is.
What do we call it? We call it the contest.
The contest.
It's the opposite of the protest.
So good. So yeah, fuck you, Portland.
Allowing I don't know what's going on there. Like, what the fuck? Nothing was happening in Portland anyway.
No.
Like, I don't recall any of our stories. I don't recall a black man being shot in Portland, or like nothing really happens in Portland. Like, I don't understand why it's such a violent city. It's such a nice little city.
I loved Portland. I've been there. I thought Portland was amazing. I loved my time there, but this is like this whole thing is so maybe this whole thing is so insane because like not only are they doing this protest, not only is the mayor of Portland allowing it, and then when he goes and talks to the people, they fucking boo and freak out and fucking kick him out of the area because, you know, he agrees with them. And then federal buildings are getting blown up. You get caught on fire. You're getting cops that are getting threatened with their lives all over the place. You're getting all this shit going on. Trump sends in fucking special forces to come in there and to get rid of the troublemakers. And they're like, you can't do that. And we want $55 million to help fix our city. No. You're doing nothing to fix your city now. I'm not going to give you $55 million so you can just basically have it get burned to the ground again. No, get the fuck out of here.
Well,
so
Trump's an idiot.
Yeah.
I love that he just keeps doing shit he's not allowed to do.
Yeah, he doesn't care about
I might have to delay the election. No, you won't, because you can't do that. That's not your job. But yeah, I'm sending the troops. No, you can't do that. That is not your job. But yeah, the mayor, like, I see his point of view too. But on the other hand, you can't come out and just be the man and try to be like the man that's on your side, because they don't give a fuck. They hate the man, and you're the man.
Yeah. They hate themselves. They don't like anything.
You don't get to be the cool mayor. It doesn't work that way.
Nope. Not at all.
I got one I'll tell you with, just since we're on a theme of shit we seem to always talk about this year.
Yeah.
My future ex-wife, the lovely young Ms. Taylor Swift, is caught up in a little Lady Antebellum-esque escapade of her own.
Oh, no.
And she put out a clothing line with a logo on it that just happened to be the identical logo to another clothing line by a black lady. But herein is the difference between Taylor Swift and Lady Antebellum. This black lady gets in touch with Taylor Swift's team, and she's like, hey, look, your logo is exactly like my logo. You have to stop using it. And Taylor Swift said, holy shit, it is exactly the same. We better stop using it right now. And she recalled all the clothes that had that logo and put them out with a different logo. And that was the end of that. She just went, oh, yeah, that sucks. Sorry. And changed all her shit. And everyone was happy, and it went away.
Holy shit.
And now she looks like a hardcore champ, and everyone's happy. She offered a donation to this person's company, and they said, no, we're not a charity. We don't take donations. We weren't looking for money. We just wanted this wrong to be righted, and you righted it. So cool. Everyone's good. And I was like, what? Is it a race thing? I don't get it.
That's insane. Well done, Taylor Swift.
Yeah. She's a smart little lady.
Yeah, well done.
Lady Auntie Buttfuck could learn something from her.
Yes, they certainly could.
Just go, holy shit, yeah, that was a terrible idea. Sorry about that, lady with that name.